Hi, Dr. LaRachelle Smith here with Table Salt Group. I am joined today by Mr. Anthony Lopez with PeopleFund, and we're going to talk about what you can expect at the upcoming New Year, New Vision event. I'm really excited to have you, Mr. Lopez. Would you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. My name is Anthony Lopez with PeopleFund. I am a business advisor and I help small businesses either help them launch or expand their business. I've been in the business for over 40 years helping small businesses through pandemics and hurricanes and all kinds of challenges. And I look forward to sharing the best practices and my experiences with you.
That is so awesome. So, one of the things you're going to talk about at the event is access to capital. And I can vouch for you because you were my advisor during the Military Connected Accelerator program, and you walked me through a wonderful tool called Live Plan. Is that going to be a part of your talk?
Yes, we can discuss life plan, but before we talk about life plan, I'd like to talk about the 5 C's of credit.
Oh,
And
great.
so that is a universal, the 5 C's of credit is universally used by almost every financial institution, and it helps you determine, helps a lender determine if you're credit worthy to start the process of applying for credit. So the first C is credit itself. How's your credit? It's very important. A lender would like to see what your score is, and because they want to see your track record, your ability to repay the loan. And so, very important that a client pays on a timely basis. If there is a poor credit history, then that's a poor track record, and it may be deemed too risky by a lender. Fortunately, I work at an institution where we are a bit more flexible with our underwriting guidelines. We look at applicants' credit scores as low as 600 or a little below 600. And so, but we like to see the story, right? If you've had challenges in the past, medical or just life happens, we understand that, but we want to hear your story as to what happened and how it impacted credit. The second thing that we look at is capacity, your ability to repay the loan. And so what we will do is we will ask for your tax returns, your financial statements, your bank statements, and see how much you qualify for. If you are overextended, you may not qualify for any more money. And so that's very important. Sometimes the best response we can give you is no, because unfortunately, some clients are overextended and adding more debt on top of their current debt is a disservice to them. The third thing we look at is collateral. What secures the loan? So that's important in the sense to where if the loan is not performing well, and then we will have to seize the asset to offset the loan. And so that's important. We do offer programs offered through the Small Business Administration of the SBA. If we do not feel that the collateral is weak or we cannot determine value of it, then we rely on the SBA to give us additional um, coverage in the form of collateral protection. The fourth thing we look at is conditions. And so conditions is where a business plan comes into play. The As far as we look at your industry, how does the industry impact you and your business? The economic times right now there's some uncertainty to the market, so we look at that. What are you going to do to um, to overcome the challenges right now? Also, too, it incorporates all the C's that we discussed, and plus one more C that we'll discuss. And the last C is capital. Capital is your equity injection, your down payment into the business. Lenders like to see that you have skin in the game, and it's very important. If you I had an experience with this client, he deposited $100,000 in the banking account, And so he showed that he was serious, right? And he was willing to pledge that cash as part of his equity injection. So we knew he was serious. And so financial institutions typically do not finance 100% because if things don't work out, the borrower will just hand you the keys, like, okay, I'm gone. Good luck trying to sell it. But if you could possibly lose up to $100,000, guess what? You're gonna work hard to make sure that you pay back that loan, so that way you can get that $100,000 deposit back. And so those are the five C's of credit. So once you determine your five C's of credit, then we work on your life plan or your business plan. Business plan is the blueprint to your success. There are, um, you could be write the best business plan, but sometimes life takes extreme turns and you have to pivot. And like the pandemic, and it was amazing because like I worked with quite a few businesses that adjusted their business plan on the fly. They started serving the meals using DoorDash. They started selling out in the patio, and so they came up with some very creative ideas, and they had to adjust their plan, right, just overnight almost. Then there were some businesses that were not that creative, and they couldn't adjust to the new environment. And unfortunately, most of them are now closed. So it's really important to be able to have a strong plan in place, and then this is the foundation for any emergencies that may come up. And so the life plan or the business plan should include um, your marketing, the structure of your business, the history, your management expertise in the industry, and your cash flow projections, because we want to see that the lender wants to see that you have the ability to, you have a vision to make money. If you're going to lose money in your projections, that's not a winning plan. No lender wants to lend money to a business is projected to lose money. But finally, and also too, we like to see your journey, right? If you're um, inspired to do your business, to help others or help the community, and that's amazing. We like to hear those stories. Heard quite a few stories throughout my career. Use of funds. What are you going to use the money for? That is so important, because some people do not have an idea of how much they want to borrow and what they intend to use the money for. Let's say you have an opportunity to buy a $50,000 piece of equipment, and with that piece of equipment, you can triple your capacity on how you do business. And so that's a great investment, right? That's what we want to hear. And then finally, a summary of what you shared with us, and as far as just the compact of just a brief summary of what you want to do, and then we will take a look and see. So, having a sound business plan followed by a summary of your plan will be most helpful in giving your presentation.
Well, as the listening audience can see, there is a lot of value between working with People Fund, and we're very proud to have you all be a part of our event. You are our partner organization in trying to help small businesses in these communities that really need it the most. And so I'm looking forward to working with you and having everybody meet you, and really excited about the event. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. And I hope everybody will tune in, join us either virtual or in person for the New Year, New Vision event. And if you'd like to learn more, you can go to nynv2026.eventbrite.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. LaRachelle.
That was great. Let me hit record. Let me hit stop recording real quick. There we go.